Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So the Nintendo eShop, it keeps getting sales where some games will come down to as little as £1. I mean, how bad can these games really be? It's only £1 after all, surely that has to be value for money. Well, today, I'm going to find out. I've delved into the depths of the eShop and I've picked a game that I know nothing about. Dug down deep into my pockets and forked out a crazy sum of 74 little pennies. And now here I am. Have I grabbed myself a super bargain, or am I about to question my life decisions? But before we find out, why don't you head down to that subscribe button, give it a little press, so you don't miss any more of my bargain basement reviews. At 74p, Defunct is a game where you play as a robot in a post-apocalyptic world. However, your little robot guy has a faulty engine. This plays into the game's mechanics of needing to use the environment to gain speed by holding down the right shoulder button whenever you are going downhill to gain speed. However, if you hold this down while you are going uphill, it will slow you down super fast. The game feels very much like a mix of Journey and Sonic the Hedgehog, if that makes any kind of sense. There are small sections of problem solving though, that mainly come in the form of finding power banks and activating them to get generators going so that you can progress through the level. However, most of the game feels more like a race, but with no one to race against and no clock to beat either. These speed sections are definitely the most fun in the game, although I did find the lack of a map made it very easy to get turned around and not realise for a while that I was going back in the way I had come. I think one of the reasons I found it hard to notice that I'd gone the wrong way is it took me a while to realise that the power-ups that you pick up, there's these little orbs that will give you a burst of speed. I thought once you collected them, that's it, they were gone. But they actually come back, so when you hit a wall and you get bumped about a bit, you see more power orbs in the distance and you just go off after them, and then you realise after a few moments that, hang on, I'm going the wrong way. Graphically the game isn't too bad, but it does suffer from some popping and it stutters quite a bit when you go from one level to the next, so that the game actually physically just stops, which just breaks you out at the moment. It's nice that they've attempted to do a nice open world with it all flowing, but it just, the Switch can't quite handle it. So you're cruising along nice and fast, all of a sudden you'll just stop and then carry on again. The main story probably took me about an hour to beat, and to be honest I wouldn't have wanted it to go any longer than that. Whilst not a bad game, I think it would just be more enjoyable as a straight racing game. I mean, the mechanics of the speed actually feels quite good, the problem solving bits just not so much. Actually being able to race against other people would give this game a reason to keep coming back. Although if you have a spare afternoon and 79p burning a hole in your pocket, you could definitely do worse. Just don't expect to still be playing it for long after you've worked through the main quest. I have played worse games on the Switch, and for 79p, I guess you won't be living with any deep regret in the immediate future if you do go ahead and buy this. But if it wasn't on offer and was at the full price, I definitely would recommend that you steer clear from it. But while it's at 79p, then you might get an afternoon's enjoyment out of it. Thank you for making it to the end of my video, and if you enjoyed it, remember to hit that like button. And if you didn't like it, you can press that dislike button, your choice. But while you're there, either way, press that subscribe. Till next time, I've been Ninqueso. Catch you later. Defunct is a game where you play as a robot in a post-apocalyptic. At 74p, Defunct is a game where you play as a robot in a why can't I say apocalyptic? Apocalyptic.